I'm wearing my schoolgirl outfit today. I like to wear these things just because it makes me feel good. And I just thought this was like a really dumb thing to wear for when we're talking today. So I put it on. What do you think? It's kind of cute, right? I think every trans girl needs to have something that makes them feel really cute. And I feel like a lot of people like the Japanese schoolgirl look, with the knee highs. I'm one of those people that really like wearing the knee highs and the Japanese schoolgirl look. Just so much euphoria, and it's kind of like this thing where it's just like fun being the meme sometimes to just embrace that. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling of just being like, you know what? Like I'm into this and I know it's a meme or I know it's just something everyone does, but I'm into it and I embrace that. So yeah, that's that. Today's topic though is not about being a Japanese schoolgirl, though maybe I should like have a topic for that too. But today is actually forgetting that you're trans, and the power of forgetting that you're trans. This is something that I've discovered as something that's made me really, really, really happy. And I wanted to share that with you, which is like these moments where you forget that you are trans and how that can be a powerful way of enabling to get through some of the struggles that you have. On this channel, we go trans, 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 and we talk about trans all the time. But sometimes it's good to, forget about the fact that you are trans. Do you know what I mean? Have you had that feeling where you've like been like, oh, like I was just feeling so naturally me as a girl, as a man, however you want to be, and you just that's it, like you didn't have to feel like, oh, like body dysphoria or I've got to work with this or other people see me differently or any of those things. It's just you are yourself and you just feel like you're being there as you are and not having to even think about your experience as a trans person. I've struggled with this a little bit in feminine spaces because, it's all women and you can't help but feel how you're different. Like I can't wear yoga pants without having to tuck, and I'm terrible at tucking. I do not tuck. Who out there also doesn't tuck? Because I feel like every girl these days tucks, and I feel kind of left out, but I also am like, whatever, I don't want to tuck. It doesn't feel comfortable. So like if I'm hanging out in a women's space, I'm wearing something to kind of conceal, what I got down there. And that makes me feel different, and that calls attention to me feeling trans and being trans. But the way that I'm treated in a space can help me forget about the fact that I have to think about that. Part of that attention is my own attention that I put on myself. You keep thinking about it, you start creating that. Has that ever happened to you where you've thought about something so much that you've created it in your reality, whether that's something good or bad, the self-fulfilling prophecy they call it? That's something to be aware of. Is just because you may call attention to, say, your forehead or your nose or just something that you are so focused on, you can actually create that focus and attention onto you. So with the topic of being trans and forgetting that, if you're like me and you're like trans, 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 people aren't going to like let you free of that projection, that perception that you are trans by projecting that onto you. So sometimes there's opportunities that I'd like to kind of open your perception to, which is that you can forget about being trans. You can just forget about the struggle of not feeling the right way in your body or just having to deal with society not accepting who you are. Forgetting you're trans can be a powerful experience, and I love it. I love it. I find that, and those of you who watch this, I've talked a lot about my sexuality, but I find that in the bedroom, that can help me forget I'm trans. And also, I find when I'm on my own and I can wear stuff like this, I don't feel trans, I just feel cute. And I like that. And that makes me really happy. So I just wanted to open your world to maybe thinking about this, like in ways that you can maybe forget about the struggle or ways that you can kind of evolve past that. we could talk about tips, and maybe I'll throw like a few out there, which is just like trusting on your own, celebrating yourself. Sometimes taking pictures helps, because you'll be like, oh, like she's hot, or I see a good picture there. Or what else? It's like dancing. Dancing feels good, getting into that. I should have added that to the Feeling Feminine video, which was yesterday, I think. Oh no, that was Inner Work Wednesdays, the day before. Yeah, dancing. Oh my God, dancing's so good. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Have you forgotten that you're trans at points, and where have you found that? What are ways that you can also get yourself out of the whole trans narrative struggle? Because our own internal narratives are such a big part of our experience. Every single person has a story, and we live our lives by these stories. Who you have been and who you will be and who you are now. Like, the whole story of a transition is basically living in between these two spaces. And at some point you kind of have to get over it and be like, you know what? I'm not moving between these spaces anymore. I'm here, and this is it. Like when I changed my name to Ashley, which was in March, that was sort of my declaration. I'm done being like trans. I'm a woman, and this is me, and this is how I'm going to do things. I think things like that can really help you move forward. So yeah, this has kind of turned into another topic, but something interesting to think about. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. So thanks for joining me today. This is Tea Time. I'm Ashley Adamson. Say hello. If this is your first time in the video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I read all the comments, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.